Good morning, everybody. This is Todd with the Forex Nitty Gritty Insiders Daily Video. Hope you had a great weekend. We have a little bit interesting week this week in that it is Thanksgiving here in the U.S. and we also are dealing with some market closures, those types of things where we want to be cautious that we don't get too aggressive when the market is less liquid than what we might normally see. And so this week and really going forward, just as a word of caution, holiday weeks are going to be a lot over the next 2 months. And so with Christmas and New Year's, that is something that we want to just keep an eye on and be aware of that may get a little bit more volatile because of that. From the standpoint of economic news and news in general, we're still dealing with the same old things that we've been dealing with in the past. This week, as far as calendar items go, in the U.S., we've got existing home sales today that's going to be coming out. Building permits, housing starts tomorrow, along with Mr. Bernanke speaking tomorrow, which can cause some volatility. Wednesday, there's some releases, but no major releases that are coming out. And then, of course, on Thursday is a bank holiday, but it's also the first day of the European Union's Economic Summit. And watch for that to add some volatility to the market. And that goes certainly to Friday, where it's its second day. No real news releases after that for the U.S. One thing to pay attention to today, at some point or tonight, the monetary policy statement, overnight call rate for the yen is getting ready to come out. So some things that potentially can cause volatility, plus the addition of the fact that there is the holiday coming up. And people will start to take off probably early, so look for Tuesday, Wednesday for things to start to get a little bit choppy. Now, I just wanted to kind of review, this past week, here's the euro US dollar, not a lot of movement. We've seen a pretty flat market the last week and a half, 2 weeks, that there's not been a lot of real strong movement on the euro dollar. And you can see that we're just trying to decide if we want to roll back up and develop some support here. And so keep an eye to see if our channel is broken. So if we draw this, we kind of have a downward channel. And so if it breaks out of that, we may get some upward movement going. But, until that happens, there's really not a lot of trend direction that's given that would indicate that we should go long or short on things. So keep an eye on that. Aussie dollar, nice up day today, but still pretty choppy the last couple of weeks. Just not sure what it wants to do. U.S. Swiss franc, inverse of the euro dollar, pound dollar. You can see the small days, small candles here. We could also put up onto this something like the average true range. And you can see that on a daily basis, the average true range really is about as low as we've seen it for, since October of this last year. So real low volatility, not a lot of movements on a daily basis. U.S. Japanese yen, about the only thing that's really moved. Big pop up last week, and the volatility's jumped up along with that. And if we were looking to trade this from the simple trading method standpoint, we'd need to pull back towards support in order to get a good entry there. And then looks like the U.S. CAD might be starting to roll over here. Again, the last couple weeks have been pretty flat. And that can make it frustrating and difficult to really be confident in our trading when the market is just not moving in a nice, deliberate fashion. And so until it does, use good money management, good risk management. Consider lowering your risk so that you're not taking as much risk in your trades. and wait to see what happens. This is a tricky week as we get ready for the holidays, so keep that in mind. And if you have questions about anything, feel free to let me know. If not, have a great rest of the day trading today, and we'll be back tomorrow to see how things continue on. So until then, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.